getting into your March offer. If you guys don't know me by now, my name is Maria Henderson. I am your spiritual business coach. I am live in both areas, YouTube and on Instagram. So hello, YouTube family. Hello, Instagram family. So today we're going to be talking about your March offer. So March is coming up here in about 4 days. Hello, Queen. Hello, everybody who's jumping on. March is coming up in 4 days, and I want to know if you guys have thought about your March offer. So what is it that you're going to be selling in March? Have you already thought about your marketing around it, what you're going to be offering as a service? And what are we going to do to actually get people to buy from you next month so that you can see profitability in your business? So I recently posted something about this, how to develop and sell your March offers for spiritual entrepreneurs, because that is who I support, you guys, spiritual entrepreneurs. Hi, Dr. Chris. Super excited to see you on here. Okay, so how to develop and sell your March offer. Let's dive in. Okay, so one of the things I want you guys to know about anytime you create an offer is, what does your community need? And how you learn what they need is, think about the times you've spoken to your community this month. Who have you talked to in the DMs or even in phone conversations or in-person conversations? Who have you listened in on with them telling you about their challenges? What are they struggling with right now? These are the little keys that you'll need to create your offer. Okay. So number one, you guys, is to understand the needs of your community and to actually literally listen and maybe recall the conversation so that you can see, okay, well, what is it that they really, really need? Like, what is it that's really causing them strife? In whatever the endeavor it is that they're talking about. Either they are getting a business launched, getting clients, or let's just say, for you example, Dr. Chris, you're a career coach. If you're talking to people who are looking for either a new transition into a different career or starting off their career, what are the struggles and the challenges that your community is sharing with you? Now, if you haven't talked to anyone this month, that's okay. You got to remember the conversations you've had in the past. What are those common things that they have shared with you that are problems of theirs, right? I spoke with someone who booked a strategy call with me. He is from London, right? All my UK peeps, hello. And one of his struggles was, how do I incorporate my brand into my company? Like, I'm very multifaceted. I have a lot of different layers to me, but how do I comfortably brand that in my social media presence? That was like the biggest conversation we had, was how to brand, how to incorporate everything. So then that tells me that my community may need that support, branding support, right? How do I know that I should add my family into my social media presence? How do I know if I should add my health and fitness into my social media presence, right? This is a part of branding outside of your services and your products and your actual company. It is, now we're kind of talking about branding, but the idea here is, I thought about one of the things that the person who I was speaking to, what was their struggle? Well, their struggle was branding, right? And I want you guys to think about that. Who have you spoken to who has shared their struggles with you? Another question that I want you to think about also is, what are your personal struggles you're experiencing right now? Because I think the things that we are struggling with ourselves, other people are struggling as well. And maybe you can figure out a way to come up with a solution, be creative in that, right? So for example, if you feel like, what's a struggle? Like, okay, my struggle, I'm going to be honest, I've been struggling with sculpting my sexy arms. Okay, if you guys don't know me and you don't know about these sexy arms I'm trying to create at the gym, I have been wanting these sexy sculpted arms, and it takes actually a lot more work than I realized. It takes a lot more consistency, all the things, right? Consistency, you got to lift heavier, I think. You got to do more. But the idea here is that's a struggle for me. Now, I'm not going to be a health fitness person. I'm not going to be a coach in that because I already have my niche. I already have my thing. However, if I were brand new in this and I was trying to go out and push either a product or service, I would probably try to push the thing that I'm struggling with the most. Because what would it be like if I actually was brand new, didn't do anything online yet? I was like, man, what if I document these chicken arms, right? Just these chicken little baby bony arms. I document my journey, or I document my journey. I create content around it. I am authentic about what I'm doing. Maybe I start with 5 pounds, increase to 8, 12, maybe stay at 15 for a long time because it's actually pretty heavy for my little arms, right? But the idea here is that what if I went in and documented the process? And then people started taking a look and seeing my journey. And then what if a tricep pops out of nowhere? Okay. Now that's a big thing for me. If that happened to me and I was like, oh my God, I just saw my first tricep. Right. I don't know how people celebrate growing their tricep, but that's what I would say. I have my first one, right? Because you could get multiple. I'm just kidding. But the idea here is you would document their journey and you grow a community around that. You see how the struggle, and that's a lot of people who go through difficult pregnancies, they document their journey, then they have a community around it. Out of nowhere, their community then tells the person what they need. That person then creates that service. Do you see how people actually start their business by sharing their challenge? How amazing is that? How amazing is it to actually see it? Like see it in your mind. Like I've seen a ton of people do that. Even like people who are losing like crazy amount of weight, right? You see their journey. They now have like a huge platform and then they are selling health and weight loss things, fitness stuff, because they've created a community through sharing their challenge. So think about that. Understand the needs of your community first, number one. Number two is create an offer that solves their struggle. So I kind of, delved into that already. One of the things that I'll share with you guys now, I spoke with someone who, I think it was like last summer. She shared with me all of her things, like all of her challenges, right? And I literally created a service for her right there. I'm like, okay, this is what we'll do. This is a service. She's like, yep, I'm in, right? And the reason why this is so powerful is when you create the service that is connected to the person's problem, they already know it. They already know that it's the solution. They're going to do it. This is what they've been needing, what they've been asking for. So as you know your community, you're also going to know their challenges. And that, you guys, is the service that you're going to create. Number three, you need to name and price and create a promise around the service. So number one, you got to name it. It can't be like, something lame, like how to lose 10 pounds in 10 days. Like, no, it has to be something really juicy, something that you've never heard of before, maybe something that catches your eye, catches your ear, has a jingle to it. One of the things that I've just recently created is I recreated my YouTube channel. It's called Manifest with Maria. For the longest time, it's Talks with Maria because it's connected to my podcast. But I really like the Manifest with Maria thing. Like, I really like it. MWM. How cute is that, right? So think about like what you guys can create around the thing you're going to serve. So if it's money, you should have money in there. If it's health and fitness needs to be in there. If it's love, passion, those words need to be inputted in the name. Mine is manifest. Like my biggest thing is manifestation, right? Creating money, creating wealth, having clients into your life and business. So manifestation is a big thing for me. And guys, my name is Maria. So that's why I was like, Manifest with Maria. Bam, here we go. So 5 years into my business, I'm kind of mad about it because 5 years into my business, I even incorporated my business under the Talks with Maria podcast situation. Now I'm kind of regretting it because now I got to change the name if I really want to move forward, like full on with Manifest with Maria. But anyway, I'm going on more of a business end talk with the name thing. But name your program or service. You got to price it. Now, coming up with the price can be a little tricky. You want to take a look at what your competitors are offering. So I need you guys, if you guys are doing a March offer, let's take a look at your market. This is what you call market research. Okay, who is offering what you're doing? And then how can you, number one, do it better? You can also even look at their titles. What are they naming it? What are the prices? What does it come with? How long is it? What are the little things that you get, right? Do you get like, I don't know, you might be able to get community support, right? Or hot seat coaching. Like, what are the things that you get when you do your market research? Look at that stuff. Another thing that you want to do is cultivate a one-statement promise. So what that is it's really more like a subtitle to the name of the program. So for example, mine would be Manifest with Maria. Let's just say I have a program around Manifest with Maria. And then the subtitle would be Create the Dream Life You Have Always Wanted Through Spirituality and Strategy. Something like that, right? Or land your first $10,000 client through spirituality and strategy. You see how it's very quick and short. However, it's very potent and it gets to the point. Okay. So if Dr. Chris, you're still on here, we could do something like land your dream job, manifest your dream job. Okay, manifest is a powerful word. Manifest your dream job. Manifest your dream job. That's the first one. The second one could be landing your dream job through strategy and I don't know, your 5-step process, whatever the process you have through your Spiritual Vision Board Academy. There you go, right? Or maybe actually we do the Spiritual Vision Board Academy, then you say land your dream goal, because I know that was like broad, there's 3 categories in that one. Land your dream goal through strategy and X, Y, and Z. I don't know, we got to fill that X, Y, and Z out first. So something like that. Okay, so create your promise. So you got to do your name, your price, and then your promise. That's step number 3. Then number 4, which is going to be the longest part of the process, is selling your offer. So selling your offer is 2 parts. Number 1, you're going to be marketing to people, right? Oh, Dr. Chris, you're still on. You're going to be marketing to people, right? That's the selling part. Marketing and sales is the selling part. So marketing, driving demand, and how you drive demand, you guys, is you got to put out content. I like to say different types of content: reels, live, carousel posts on every potential platform you have eyeballs on. So Dr. Chris, you have a blog, you have LinkedIn, which is your big kahuna one, and then Instagram. So we would have to push a marketing front campaign on all of those platforms. The same kind of content that we would create, again, we've done this in the past, create the content and then, put them out according to the platform and then maybe tweak it a little bit according to the platform, because it's different between blog, LinkedIn, and Instagram. But the concept is the same, right? The content concept. Okay. Then once you drive the demand, that is when they either book a call, they become your subscriber on your email list, and that is when you sell to them either on a phone call or through your email marketing sequence, which, Dr. Chris, I'd like to know an update on that email sequence that me and you put together. Let me know if that is put together and if I need to see it. But that is where we sell. You see, and that's the reason why step number 4 is the longest part, because that is usually where we have to put a lot of energy in being consistent in the process, right? We can't just fall off posting marketing one week and then the next week we're off. We have to be consistent. And I like to say it's a rule that there has to be some sort of like 21 days of straight marketing before a launch. Now we're kind of late on that because I'm talking about a March launch, which is in 4 days. However, let's say you start marketing now, right? You start putting this stuff together and then maybe drop it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's 5 days of marketing. And then the last things I'll just throw in as bonus, you guys, and Dr. Chris, you know about these already, but it's how to create urgency when you sell. So one of the most important things are to limit the amount of people can sit into the program. If you cap it at 8 people, let's say you cap it at 10 people, that really does drive the demand. If you have a program you're launching and you're only capping at it at specific amount of spots, that does drive demand. It makes people think, oh my God, I'm going to be missing out, right? The FOMO effect, the fear of missing out. So capping your program and announcing that it's a limit, there's a limit. Also, maybe you do like a 2-week, maybe a whole month. It's only available for the month. What was another one, Dr. Chris? I know there was like 4 others, and I can't recall the other 2. But those are the 2 important ones. The capping one, making sure that you cap it at a certain amount of people, and then making it only available during a certain time frame. So let's say your enrollment period is only 2 weeks long. That could be a 2-week period where people get to think about whether they want to work with you or not. And then as they see that the doors are going to be closing, again, it's that FOMO effect. I can't recall the 2 others, you guys. Please forgive me. So I just gave you 2 amazing bonuses to create urgency as you sell. And that is all I have for today. I do want you guys to think about your offers. It's the weekend. If you have been wanting to create something for the month of March, or maybe for this year and haven't yet, definitely look into creating something for the new month. That is always the best time to sell new services, is at like the beginning of the year, or the beginning of the month, I'm sorry. Always think at the end of each month, what can I sell in the new month? Always, always. You have to, you're an entrepreneur. You have to think that way. You have to infuse your mind with, how can I make a profit? Where are my clients that need me? And how can I get them to say yes to me? What is the thing that they want that they can say yes to? You see, that is the mindset you get to have every single day in the shower, right? Showering, they need this, I can create that. It's the end of the month. That means I have to create a new program. I have to create this, I have to create that. Something like that, where it kind of gets your mind thinking about the potential of what could be happening in the next month. Because what's going to happen is, as you start thinking this, as you launch your thought process in this direction, your brain is going to start scanning the environment for it to give you evidence. Like, is this possible? Yes, it is possible. It's going to scan evidence. This live is evidence that it's possible, right? The things you're going to see, like even on TV this weekend, you're going to be like, damn, I should create an offer. Like you're going to see an ad and you're like, I could create an offer just like that. Or you'll scroll through your timeline, like your brain is going to start propelling you in that direction to create an offer, to sell it, market it, and serve your community. All right, that is it for me, you guys. I have to run grab my kids from school. And if you guys have questions, DM me. You guys can book a call, all the things if you want. Dr. Chris, I think me and you talk next week-ish, or I don't know what's happening. I'll circle back with you. And then again, I'll be back on next week. Have an amazing weekend, you guys. Be safe and take care. Mwah.